Alright, man, welcome back to my YouTube channel, man. This is Bandman Kevo. Today we meeting with my homie Mike, RMPLUG on IG, man. Today we're gonna talk about millions of dollars in watches, man. We're gonna talk about watch investments. We're gonna talk about the reason why, you should watch out for certain jewelers, aftermarket bands. It's a lot we just gonna talk about, man. We're gonna get into this, man, with Mike. So we were just talking about this watch right here. This is a real nice watch. It's a Patek plain Jane, but you said it costed how much?
This watch costs $210,000 in today's market.
Wow.
It's a Patek Philippe Rose Gold 5980.
Now, a lot of people might see all the rappers with buzz downs and see the rappers, you know what I mean, and see a plain Jane and look right past it, and it's amazing that it costs so much money and it still holds its value, though, right?
Yeah, definitely still holds its value, because this watch, when it first came out, was definitely under $100,000.
Okay.
And over the years, of course, you have a good piece like this, the value start going up. You keep going up, you keep going up, and then to a point where right now into this market, especially last year with the COVID and stuff like that, the watch market has been going up like crazy. It's been like just evolving. So watches price been going up from, like, this watch last year was probably about $130,000.
Wow.
Then it went to 150. Then it went to 180,000. Went back down a little bit and shoot up to over 200,000.
Oh, okay.
Right,
so that's why a lot of big time people, they collect watches, because it's still like a good investment that goes up later.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I get
and
it.
for the last few, for the last year or two, it's just been increasing constantly. Like, people talk about Bitcoin and stuff like that, which is cool also, but parking your money into watch, it's a safe investment. And I like to see my money on my watches, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you go to a restaurant or whatever, you have a nice car, school, maybe your car is a Lambo or whatever, it's $200,000, but your watch is also, like, maybe a Richard Mille, for example, is $200K. When you park your car, nobody see what the car is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But
they see that. They see
the watch.
So
they know he's somebody. He got some money on it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons why people get nice watches also.
Yes, sir. I've noticed that a lot of people, they look past the plain Jane. Now, like, seem like 2019, everybody's starting to get into them. I'm noticing a lot of more rappers are getting plain Jane watches. They're starting to get smarter. I was wondering about the aftermarket bands and the aftermarket watches. Like, what's the difference between an aftermarket and a factory watch?
Okay, well, an aftermarket watch, for example, is something like this, right? So you have a Rolex that's customized with diamonds, right?
Right.
So you have this watch plain is probably about like $7,000–8,000.
Yeah.
Now, when you ice it out, first of all, it's out of the warranty. So you can no longer take it to Rolex and be like, oh, you can service this watch. People don't know about that. You cannot. Once the ice out, it's over.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it becomes automatically an aftermarket watch. Now, there's some other dealers, what they also do is they would take out, like they've done that a lot with Patek, they would take out a Patek movement and they'll put it into a case, a shelling of a Patek watch, and the only thing real about the watch is the movements. Everything else is aftermarket. So it costs way less, but you get the same look and everything like that of the watch, but it has the movement, so it still has value, but everything else is aftermarket.
So only way that you would know, like, actually know that, if you actually try to take it back to a jeweler and try to trade it in, and they be like, no, we only want to give you zero to
to a certain amount. It's not going to be nowhere near an actual, real full case, no diamond,
okay. So but they will do that with the plain Jane.
They will do that with the plain Jane. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what's to this watch right here?
Man, this watch right here is called the Eye of a Tiger. It's a very special watch also, like it's rose gold, everything is factory diamond from Rolex and everything like that. It comes that way. It's a very, very hard watch to find also in the market right now. So the real collectors like to mess with this watch right here because it's very special.
So it's a collector's Rolex.
It's definitely a collector piece right here. Definitely a collector piece.
And how much is it?
This watch right here, right now, it's about $300,000.
Wow, for a Rolex.
Yeah. Factory Rolex, yeah. Factory Rolex, rose gold, everything. The reason why they call it Eye of a Tiger is because of the whole tiger mark that's there, but the eyes is those two things. It's a Daytona, so it has those two eyes right here, and also the face of this. So it's called the Eye of a Tiger. So
the Richard Mille. So what type of Richard Mille is this?
This one is a 6702. This is the burgundy color. It comes with a green one. There's a white one also. There's a few variations of this particular watch right here.
Okay, and how much does this watch cost?
This one right now in this today's market is about $300,000.
Wow, Richard Mille. So why are Richard Mille you think so expensive?
Man, Richard Mille is expensive because, bro, they make like so many pieces per year. They produce like Ferraris and things like that. So
Right.
they're limited pieces, period. So every year they produce about 4,000 to 5,000 watches.
Wow.
So just think about if they make 4,000 to 5,000 watches for the whole world per year.
Right.
So they will make 5,000 watches, for example. They will send 1,000 watches to the U.S.
Mm.
So they'll break it down to different stores. By the time you even get to the stores, it's already sold out. So
Wow.
there's no way. If you go to a Richard Mille store right now, you're not gonna find any Richard Mille like this to buy.
Wow.
You only see maybe women's stuff and things like that, whatever. But it's hard to find an actual man Richard Mille to buy in the store. This is
Yeah.
every sold out before you even get to the store.
Wow.
So it makes it super expensive, super rare for people to be able to just buy it.
So
you
as
know?
far as with Richard Mille's and stuff like that, what do you recommend as far as insurance? Because I noticed that a lot of insurance companies don't like to cover these type.
Right.
It's to me, it's a big investment, and you know how you can get homeowners insurance, car
Yeah,
insurance.
yeah.
What do they do on as far as like a watch that costs this much money? As far as insurance, is it hard?
Man, it's very hard to get insurance on it. What I would recommend for people to do
Yeah.
is if you have a business, you put it under your business as an asset under your business, and you insure your business with the value.
Exactly.
Of it.
Okay.
So people don't know that. They just think they want to just insure the watch directly, which is cool, a good way to do that, but they will charge you way more money. So if you have it under your business, you have business insurance, and you have the watch as an asset to your business.
Wow.
So you can
That's
cover it
very
that way.
smart. That's real smart.
People don't know that.
So I see you got a nice piece on. You know, what kind of Richard Mille is that?
This one is a Baba Watson. It's a Richard Mille RM55. They call it Baba Watson because it was a collaboration that Baba Watson did with Richard Mille.
Oh.
And this one is a limited edition. Is it called the Japan edition with the blue inside? And this right now retail for about $430,000.
Wow, $430,000.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a building on your wrist. That's nice. So as far as that Richard Mille or whatever, how many of those that they made?
This one, and they usually stay in the back.
40 of these watches
40 pieces.
made
You can see on the top.
in the
right here.
world?
Limited edition. 40 pieces in the world. Yeah.
Wow. So what can you tell us about, like, as far as the watch game? Like, what do you, like, I know you notice a lot of stuff in the watch game that us, our viewers, we don't really know. Like, what do you see that you like about the watch game and you really don't like?
What I like about the watch game is that it's a very unique type of feel. It's a niche environment. You know what I'm saying? So especially for what I do, the reason why I started actually messing with Richard Mille most of it is because it's not something that people can just find. Right?
Exactly.
You have to go to me or people that specialize in those type of things to be able to find that type of piece. Right.
Right.
And a Rolex, for example, anybody can just hop and just go find it. Be like, oh,
Yeah.
I want a Rolex. Then you have like 4, 5, 10 people that have the same watch. Now you're competing against everybody else.
Yeah.
Richard Mille is gonna be a harder one to find. So you can't just go online. I want to buy Richard Mille. I order it online and stuff. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
You have to like find the right people because first of all, you're spending a lot of money. You want whoever you give the money to, like, to trust the person. They're actually going to deliver. They actually have the watch. So there's a lot of like character, a lot of things you have to consider when you're buying that type of watch. I like the fact that the industry is unique enough where not everybody even have the knowledge can just get into it like that. It makes it cool. I make a lot of connections, just being in the watch business, a very heavy connection, and you automatically deal with a high net worth individual. So it makes the conversation a lot, lighter on you. You ain't got to try to convince people to buy this and that because they know what they want. A lot of the times, you know. So they come to you, you just kind of like guide them a little bit more on what they want, what they should get or whatever, and it makes it much easier. But the connection is definitely one of the biggest things that I can say is really a good reason to join that type of business or just that I enjoy.
Right.
Now things that I don't enjoy is just within the community sometimes. Some dealers will backstab you. They will try to take your clients. They would talk shit behind your back.
So you might have some people that's probably watching your page.
Right.
And you know what I mean, looking at people who follow you, trying to DM them.
Yeah.
People who comment under your posts.
Right.
Yeah.
It happens a lot, Then I have people that, like, oh, I thought this is your boy, like, he's trying to buy from me, blah blah. Or maybe somebody will hit me up like, yo, this dealer hit me up, he's trying to like offer me money for my watch or something like that. I'm like, bro, he knows me. He knows you my client.
Exactly.
But they would do that. They would do that type of stuff. And then they would talk behind your back. And it's harder also being who we are. To get into the business. So it makes it like super harder. But so I have to fight harder to even establish myself.
Basically, saying if they want to watch, as far as the AP, Richard Mille, Patek, Rolex, they can basically go through you. On your page, your IG. What's your IG?
My IG is RMPLUG. It's super easy. RMPLUG. And RM stands for Richard Mille, but I sell everything else besides RM. So yeah.
And you're not just trying to, just sell them a watch. You really just want to, help whoever's watching, you know what I'm saying, basically get a good investment.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because watches are investment just like a condo is an investment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And other things out here. So this is why we on YouTube together right now doing this video, because it's straight investment. So with this watch right here, I like that. That's an AP.
Yeah, this is an AP skeleton. This is a brand new AP also. This is a 2021 brand new AP skeleton steel. This watch right now brings, as of this month, about $156,000. $155,000, $156,000 right now.
And that's nice too.
Yeah, that's a brand new piece. But yeah, they're all investments. Because a piece like this, for example, like just 3 months ago, I sold one to a friend of mine for about $118,000.
Okay.
And then now it's $150,000. So you can see, as in less than 2-3 months, he made $20,000 on his watch.
Wow.
That's what we talk about investments, because you invest in something like this. You have to know also what to invest in. That's why they come to me, because they're like, what should I put my money in that's gonna go up and everything. Now you don't know exactly what's going on in the future, but you have an idea where the trend is going. Been in the game for a long time, so you kind of understand a little bit like what the trend is, how the market is moving, and you can give better advice to your clients, your friends, people that invest in the right piece.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, man, he help y'all make money at the same time.
For
so,
sure.
Man, that's what's up, bro.
Sure.
So we're gonna get into this watch right here. You was telling me. So this is a like an ancient watch.
Yeah, this is the 6263. This is a vintage Paul Newman Daytona. It is a very, very hard to find timepiece right here. A lot of people that don't know about watches, they will just look past this on your wrist and be like, oh, it's just an old watch or whatever. But the real watch guys, they see that and they respect that more than anything else on this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a really, really, really high-end investment piece right here. You buy this, watch value is not going down.
So how much does that watch cost?
This watch right here, anybody can sell it to anybody right now for $500,000.
Wow. How old is it?
This watch is definitely over 50 years old.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. People want to know more about the watches and more about investments. What do you got to offer some of the people that's looking for more information about what we looking at?
All right. So as far as investment side of it, if you want to learn more about watches and maybe thinking about getting into it, or maybe you're in the watch business but you're not doing that good, you're looking at my page, you're like, yo, this guy's doing good. I get DMs all the time from even people in the business. Look, I'm coming out with a course. I'm working on something that's amazing right now. I was telling Kevo that it's not easy to just join the business, so like I want to put something together and give back to the people that look up to me, or people that have been looking up, just following me and everything. And I got this type of questions a lot, can you make a course? Can you make a course? So I'm working on it. I'm halfway done with it right now. So very, very, very soon I will announce when it's going to be available. But I'm working on something that's going to teach you my personal secrets, the things that I do on the back end, how I make the connections, how I'm able to move around the way I move. I'm able to sell that fast. Every time you see on my stories, sold. Of course, not everybody can do that.
Where would they be able to find the course at?
It's going to be in my bio whenever it's available. I'm thinking in the next month, 3 weeks to a month, it should be completely done, and then we should publish it. I'll definitely let you know so you can probably promote it too and everything like that.
As far as the celebrities, right? All celebrities that have you sold watches too. I'm pretty sure a lot. I see
Yeah. I definitely sold a lot of watches to different celebrities, like people that I've been associated with from my career to from the beginning to now. People like Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, DeVito, DeVito is one of the biggest African artists. He wears RM30. I sold it to him. I do a lot of business with Danny Green. He's an NBA player. He just won a championship last year with LeBron James. Very good friend of mine. And so a lot of other people that some people are really big billionaires that probably don't want their name to be dropped or whatever, but a lot of people that I work with are very high-end, high net worth people, millionaires. And Julian Kushner, Hugh Banks, is another good friend of mine. Is super. He's up there, just doing his thing in the trading game also. So yeah. Remember, when you buy from others, it's just a transaction. When you buy from me, it's an experience.
Make sure y'all subscribe to my OnlyFans. Make sure y'all subscribe to Kevo Connects, Kevo Fans, man. I just dropped 4 new guides on OnlyFans or whatever, so make sure y'all subscribe to my OnlyFans. Peace.